You won't even believe that these rich, decadent, chocolatey, fudgy brownies are made with fresh milled whole wheat flour. This simple one bowl fresh milled brownie recipe is quick and easy to make and absolutely delicious. The first thing you'll need to make these fresh milled brownies is 1 stick or half a cup of melted butter. That's about 113 grams of melted butter. Mine is salted, but you can also use unsalted just fine in this recipe. Next, you want 1 cup or 200 grams of sugar. You can also swap that out for coconut sugar or monk fruit or stevia. If y'all use a sugar substitute, y'all let me know which one you like best. Next, we want 2 eggs. We want 2 large eggs for this brownie recipe. Now that it's springtime and the sun is out a little bit more, my chickens are starting to lay much better. The next ingredient that we want for our fresh milled brownies is some vanilla. I'm going to use this pure vanilla extract. I'm going to add 1½ teaspoons or 7 grams of this vanilla. I use a ton of vanilla and I definitely like buying it in bulk, not any of those little teeny tiny bottles of vanilla around here. Now it's time to add the fresh milled flour. For this recipe, I'm going to use soft white wheat, but you can also use spelt, einkorn, emmer, kamut. Soft white wheat gives the lightest texture. So for soft, tender brownies, and for a very neutral and mild flavor, I like using soft white wheat. This is something else that I like to buy in bulk. I buy my soft white wheat from Azure Standard. I get it in 25 or 50 pound bags, and then I pour it into these 5-gallon buckets. I put the gamma lids on top, and then I can easily store it in my pantry and grab it out whenever I want to use it. Soft white wheat is lower in protein than the hard wheats, and you'll get a softer baked good. It's great for brownies, muffins, quick breads, cookies. Use hard wheats for your breads, like my fresh milled flour sandwich bread. For these fresh milled brownies, I milled up 60 grams of soft white wheat. I milled it in my Nutri-Mill Classic grain mill that I've been using for more than 23 years. 60 grams of wheat berries gives you 60 grams of fresh milled flour, which is about ½ cup. Just add that right on into your mixing bowl. After the fresh milled flour, now I'm going to add some salt. I like using this Redmond's Real Salt. It's an ancient fine sea salt from North America, but you can use any salt that you have. I'm going to add ½ teaspoon or 3 grams of this salt. Be sure to not measure it over your mixing bowl so that you don't oversalt your fresh milled brownies. Now I'm going to add some baking powder. I'm going to use ½ teaspoon or 2 grams of baking powder. Be sure your baking powder is fresh. Baking powder loses potency really quickly, and when it does, it doesn't give rise to your baked goods very well at all. So be sure you buy it often. Now I'm adding ½ cup or 50 grams of cocoa powder. This is unsweetened cocoa powder, any brand that you'd like to use. Now we have all of our ingredients in our mixing bowl except the chocolate chips. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Danish dough whisk and give this a really good mix. Get it all whisked up really well. You never want to over mix your brownie batter, but since we're using soft white wheat or another soft variety of wheat that's low in gluten, then this isn't so much of a concern with these brownies. So go ahead, give these a good whisk. Be sure all of the dry ingredients are incorporated, everything is wet. There's no dry flour on the bottom of the mixing bowl, and that should do it. One thing that I did forget to mention is that when you mill your flour, be sure that you mill it finely. Mill it on a fine setting. If it's too coarse, you're going to have some gritty, grainy brownies, and that is no good. Now that this brownie batter is mixed up really well, now I'm going to add the chocolate chips. I'm going to add ½ cup or 80 grams of chocolate chips. Now this can be milk chocolate chips, dark chocolate chips, semi-sweet, whatever you would like to use. You can use a healthier variety like the Lily's dark chocolate chips. The Ghirardelli and the Guittards are my favorites. But you get to choose whatever you want to use for these homemade fresh milled brownies. You can even add about ½ cup of pecans or walnuts. Those are a delicious addition to these fresh milled brownies. For these brownies, you can use an 8 by 8 inch square baking dish, or I'm going to make a skillet brownie. So I'm using this 8-inch cast iron skillet. I'm adding a little bit of olive oil to the skillet just to be sure that my brownies don't stick at all. Whatever kind of baking dish you're using, be sure you oil it, butter it, grease it so that it's ready for your brownies to go in. You can use a bigger baking dish or cast iron skillet, but it's going to make your brownies a little bit thinner and it's going to bake faster, so keep that in mind. Now I'm just going to transfer this brownie batter into my skillet, and then it'll almost be time to put into the oven. Now, fresh milled flour brownies really benefit from a short rest after they're all mixed up. This will help the bran to hydrate, and you'll just get a better, more tender brownie. So now that I have my brownie batter into my skillet, now I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven. I'm going to preheat this to 350 degrees, and while it's preheating, that bran is going to soften, the flour is going to hydrate, and we're going to get really great fresh milled flour brownies. Spread your batter out so that it's not too thick in the middle, and then I like to sprinkle just a few more chocolate chips on top. I think it just makes it look pretty and even more appetizing. My brownie batter has rested on the countertop for about 10 minutes. My oven's preheated to 350 degrees, and I'm going to let my brownies bake for 25 minutes. Now, bake time will vary just based on how big of a skillet or baking dish you're using and your oven. So it could take anywhere from 20 to 28 minutes. Be sure to check a little bit earlier than you think because you don't want overbaked brownies. Once you get them out, they will continue to bake for a little bit longer, kind of like cookies do. So be sure to get them out just a little bit sooner than you think. And of course, everybody likes their brownie baked a little bit differently. Now, I love to sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar on top of my brownie. As soon as it cooled just a little bit, I sliced into it, and you can see that gooey, fudgy, chocolatey center of my fresh milled brownie. You can serve these up the traditional way with a little bit of vanilla ice cream, or the way that I prefer to enjoy these brownies is with some Greek yogurt and some 4-fruit spread. It is absolutely delicious and such a treat. You cannot tell that these are made with fresh milled whole grain wheats. These have a smooth texture, they're not gritty at all. These are rich, chocolatey, decadent, fudgy, absolutely delicious, homemade fresh milled brownies. These are a great treat to get even more fresh milled flour into your diet. And you can see that they didn't last too long here at all. I'll leave the printable recipe for these fresh milled brownies in volume and in weight on my website, robinonthefarm.com. You might also find some other fresh milled flour recipes that you really like my cinnamon rolls, my banana bread, or my 1-hour fresh milled flour bread, and my 1-hour fresh milled flour rolls. So many good fresh milled flour recipes that maybe you haven't tried yet. And if you're looking for a good, healthy alternative to plastic bread bags and a great way to store your fresh milled flour breads and baked goods, these are our handmade beeswax bread bags that my daughters and I make together. They're made of 100% cotton and organic beeswax, and they're made right here on our family farm. Thanks so much for being here with me today. I'll see y'all next time on Robin on the Farm.
Robin's in the kitchen, dough beneath her hands, wheat from the fields and eggs from her land. Sunlight through the window, a warm golden glow. She's working hard to make that dough. With flour on her apron, loving each need, ground wheat fresh, sowing her seed. The smell of fresh bread rises in the air. Simple life without a care. In Robin's kitchen, dreams come alive.